day, everybody. This is Michael Oliveres from JurisQ.com, a legal network where we bring you different attorneys from different practice areas to answer your FAQs, frequently asked questions on law. And today we bring back Sinayskaya Yuniver. Steven, welcome back.
Thank you for having me back. Hi, Michael.
And you, thank you. And you're a partner in Sinayskaya Yuniver. You do quite a few different things in your firm, but today I want to talk about, again, commercial real estate, because especially now, post-COVID, things have changed. You as a litigation attorney that actually goes to court if things go wrong on a commercial lease case, you know what to avoid. So I want to pick your brain. I want to educate the public. From what you've seen right now, what are the top 3 pitfalls to avoid when signing a commercial lease?
Sure. So the first pitfall, and I see this all the time, is something called the demolition clause.
Okay.
Most people don't know what that is. It's a big surprise, where the landlord has the ability to terminate the lease if they sell the building or decide to build up. A lot of times tenants get into a lot of trouble with this when they invested $100,000 or more in the reconstruction of the space, and then the landlord cancels it 2 years later without having any payments.
That's mind-boggling.
You invest so much into your business and then the lease is canceled. And recently I've seen this quite a bit. We didn't know we can negotiate. So you should always negotiate a buyout where the landlord will have to pay for your location, and you could do that as well.
Very important.
This I've seen a lot, and unfortunately businesses get destroyed because location.
Mhm.
The second pitfall I've seen quite a bit lately is people get surprised by additional rent.
Okay.
So landlords do not have to charge you the additional rent when it becomes due. What that means is, let's say taxes, you pay a portion of the taxes, pay a portion of the utilities, pay a portion of anything of the building. So few clauses in there that you need to understand are, 1, what's your percentage of the additional rent? I've seen some tenants get surprised that they owe 50%, while yet they only occupy 10% of the building.
Wow.
The other portion is, we put in there that the additional rent is due upon within 30 days of it becoming due. The problem here is a lot of landlords forget, and then in 3 years, you might get into an argument. All of a sudden, the landlord gives you a bill for $200,000.
Wow.
I've seen that during COVID quite a bit. Unfortunately, there's no way around it. And the third, and I think the biggest one, is what happens when you can't run your business out of there anymore?
Right.
But you don't want to close down, you have accounts receivable coming in, but you cannot pay rent at $10,000 a month, $5,000 a month anymore because you're not using the space.
Is that because of some kind of force majeure, some kind of a catastrophic act that happened?
Well, the word catastrophic, yeah, it could be anything. It could just be that your business went online. It could, you no longer
Okay.
do that. Or force majeure, where something bad happened, COVID, flood, anything, war, strikes. And you definitely want to negotiate these clauses to make sure that you're fully protected. You don't want the business that you spent your whole entire life or quite a bit of money just growing to be destroyed because of rent. This is all a negotiation. It's all a relationship you have with your landlord as well as you have with your tenant. You want their businesses to be successful too. You want to make sure that they're comfortable in the location.
Steven, thank you so much, because this is actually an eye-opener, because I've heard of additional rent, force majeure. I've never heard of a demolition clause, and I bet you many people have not. And this could be devastating. Like you said, you could invest lots of money to make your space really beautiful, and then a year or two later, landlord wants to sell the space and utilizes your renovations to get a higher price and kick you out. This is not right. Let's remember, everything is negotiable as long as you know about it ahead of time. That's why it's important to employ an attorney like Sinayskaya Yuniver, who's experienced in this, who focuses on commercial real estate, who goes to court if things go south, to review your lease and advise you on legal and practical considerations before you sign that lease. Steven, thank you so much. We appreciate your time. We're going to bring you back later on for more questions and more answers on commercial real estate and other areas that you practice. And if anybody has any questions, remember, this is only a general session. We're here to educate the public, but not on your specific case. When you're signing a lease, when you have a specific question, you must call an attorney. The phone number is on the bottom of the screen of Sinayskaya Yuniver. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Until next time.
Thank you, Michael. It was good seeing you again.
Pleasure.